Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Here we are in the beautiful nature, sun gazing. Can you hear that? That's the sound of Mother Nature talking to us. December 21st, 2012. What is going to happen? Is the world going to end? Alien abductions. Be scared, be very afraid. A lot of people want to hear my view on December 21st, 2012. And for me, I realize that time is an illusion. The past, present, future are all happening simultaneously. Therefore, nature does not move in a linear sequence. There is no date for ascension or for something major to happen on the planet. The universe is forever changing. December 21st, 2012 is the end of the Mayan calendar, where they say approximately every 26,000 years, the winter solstice sun directly aligns itself to the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way. And the galactic clock is reset to 0 point, therefore we're living in a new age. Many ancient cultures have talked about us moving from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius is about the water bearer, the age of knowing. We're moving from belief into knowing. And I know the world is not going to end in terms of destruction, but for many people their world has ended already and is going to end in terms of the world is an idea, it's a concept you have in your mind, and that is changing every single second. Many people are entering a new world. But 2012 has been hijacked by the media. We've seen the film. It's about fear, destruction, death. However, we have a choice whether we're going to move in love or we're going to move in fear. And that's how I see December 21st, 2012. Don't be surprised if you wake up and you see the very same car outside your road that's normally there. That's what's going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. The world is not going to end. Because many of us, we have to realize that this is what happened for Y2K. And it goes on and goes on. There's going to be another date. We have to realize, instead of focusing on fear and doom and gloom, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? Because yes, there is a great shift which is happening. An expansion of universal consciousness on the planet, where people are going within, and that essentially is what the alignment, the galactic alignment is about, which is happening. People are going within themselves, realizing they are part of the fabric of the universe. It's not about externalizing your power in terms of looking towards a guru or a savior figure. It's about going within inside of yourself, connecting with kindred spirits. And for me, I just see how this is a wonderful opportunity to realize, to activate your power, to reclaim your power, to have a vision of clarity within you. And a lot of the times when we talk of fear or love, the disease which has afflicted so many on the planet is where we always want something cataclysmic to happen. We're waiting for the world to end. So all of that is actually creating our reality. We have to ask ourselves, are we focusing on what we want or what we fear? And it's just amazing because it's beautiful times. For those who have done the work, they're celebrating. The right foods to eat, going back to Mother Nature, realizing that the system we've created and living in for so long it's on its last legs. So in that sense, yes, the world is ending. And it's time for a new paradigm where people realize being free is our birthright. We don't have to continually live in fear, because fear is false evidence appearing real. The more and more you align with your true being, the more and more the world on the outside becomes less appealing, because you realize it's only a reflection of what's happening within inside of you. Throughout the course of human history, many people have talked about the apocalypse, the age of revelations, where the world is going to end. What does the word apocalypse mean? It comes from the Greek apokalopto, meaning uncovering the hidden, removing the veil. So when we talk of the world ending, the apocalypse, essentially, it's not in a physical sense. It is the world that you have accepted, realizing it's a lie, removing the veil of illusion, realizing many of us, we've been locked into our 5 senses. If we can't see, smell, taste, touch it, it doesn't exist. We realize that on the electromagnetic spectrum, we're only seeing a very small amount, that is visible light. 90% we can't even see, but it exists. X-rays, infrared, we can't see that. Dolphins, they communicate in ultrasound. We can't hear that. So reality exists beyond our 5 senses. Therefore, we have to realize what is reality, what is real. We have to ask ourselves these questions. So the apocalypse essentially means uncovering the hidden, removing the veil, and we're living in these times of the apocalypse, which is essentially realizing that we are so much more as human beings. So the world ending, not in a physical sense, but in a sense that many of us, we are creating a new world. And it's beautiful because we're having the Great Awakening, where we see we came here to essentially discover who we are. Not to be stressing ourselves, killing ourselves, chasing a check. We came here to live in abundance and freedom and happiness and to celebrate it. It's a gift. That's why it's called the present. We have to ask ourselves, is the world we live in so bad that we're waiting for it to end all the time? And that's why I realized December 21st, 2012, it should be a new beginning. The world is not going to end at all. So why are you focusing on fear? Why are you inviting this into your temple, which is inside of your vehicle, which is your human body, entering your spirit? That's all you're attracting. If you're thinking about your demise, that's what you're going to create. And it's about liberation of the human species. For me, that's what 2012 and beyond is about. So much possibilities, awakening to a world of infinite possibilities. Fear or love, you choose. Many of us on the planet are at the crossroads. And for me, that's what 2012 is all about. It's not about a date or a time, because there is no time at all. There is only continuous movement. But we can definitely see the wave of information hitting the planet. And 2012 is all about people, in my mind, people will be going further into what they already know because it's the age of knowing. Whatever we're vibrating with is going to increase. So if you're vibrating in love, that's going to increase 10 times over. If you're vibrating in fear, that's going to also increase 10 times over. We have to see that many of us, we've been living in a lie. We've been essentially out of tune. So for me, 2012 is all about getting back into tune with who you are, remembering who you are, why you came here. December 21st, it's a big money-making scheme, because as long as you can get people wrapped in fear, waiting for a date, people will be buying survival kits. They will be in a frenzy, not realizing that we're living in a never-ending universe. There is no beginning or end. It just is. Have no fear in 2012 at all and beyond, because this is the greatest time we're living in on the planet. We're at the cusp of something phenomenal, where this whole system, the whole infrastructure is collapsing, is melting, simply because our consciousness has outgrown it. So for those that can see the beauty of the time we're living in, there's only time to continually tune yourselves, and that's what I'm doing on my journey, realizing that there is no greater force outside of yourself. You've got to know yourself, you've got to love yourself, you've got to eat the right food, stop killing the animals on the planet. For so long we've butchered animals, and it's no wonder why so many of us are living in fear, because their energy is being transferred onto us. So for 2012, more of us on the planet are going to be taking care of the planet and realizing that we are not the be-all and end-all. There are many, many life forms, ones we can't even see, who are living amongst us. But we are not the center of the universe as human beings. And we have to realize that we're part of the fabric of creation. We're not the fabric itself. We're part of it. We have to share this planet with many other life forms. Therefore, it's not about robbing the planet. It's about also giving back and realizing whatever we project has the influence to change this planet. If you have fear in your heart, it also affects not only your internal, but also what's going on the outside. Dr. Emoto has done a lot of research on that in terms of the droplets of water. We have to realize if you have that love vibration, you can also change the fabric of the universe, send ripples out there. So December 21st, it doesn't mean anything to me, because I don't live in linear time. It's all about what's happening within your own journey right now. And if you're doing the work, beautiful things are happening. But letting go of fear is about letting go of anxiety, letting go of man-made concepts and limitations. And that's what it's all about. It's also about questioning everything, because that's what I'm doing on my journey. How do you know it's every 26,000 years? That's what you've been told. But who put that idea there? The true, who are free in spirit, realize that the one who tells the story rules the world. All of these are stories which have been given to us, and we accept it. It's part of a program. Terence McKenna, he even said, a great thinker, culture is your operating system. Therefore, we have to realize that as long as we continue to conform and think the same thoughts as everyone else on the planet, we will always be living in a restricted, limited way. When people can think for themselves and question everything, then they begin to expand themselves. It's not about going along to get along. It's about seeing the world in your own way and allowing people the freedom to experience their own reality. It's time to think for yourself, to be a free sovereign being, to connect with kindred spirits. You find your power that way. And for me, 2012 is no different from the year 2000, and it will be no different from the year 2050, because we are beyond time. We're time travelers. We are past, present, and future all happening simultaneously. Therefore, we can never see our ascension in one day. But we have to realize that everything is changing based on our own energetic vibration. We create time. We create fear. We create love. It's all our creation. Therefore, when we realize that we're actually co-creators on this planet, the doors of freedom open. And that's how it has to be. We're tired of being slaves. To be free, you need knowledge of self. The journey within. Nobody can give you freedom. You have to take it. You have to go searching for yourself. Because many of us, everything is outside of ourselves. The big distraction. What's going on with these celebrities? What's going on in this television show? No, we have to go back within ourselves, and you find the true jewels and gems. It's beautiful. December 21st, 2012 doesn't mean anything to me, because I transcend time. Infinite waters, no fear, only love. What do you choose? Sun gazing in nature is beautiful. Stay well, stay healthy. Diving deep once again, stay well.